Hi YouTube! Let me know what you think about this new layout. So, I don't know if you are anyone here watches the Genshin VODs too, but I'm slowly updating the layout. I still want it to be the same, but I'm just trying to elevate it with some new things that I've learned on Photoshop and things like that. I do want to say thank you to all the people watching the VODs. I'll be transparent. The monetization of the VOD channel was never really a goal, but you guys have really, just because, I mean, I know that you guys watch it because you can't catch the stream or you rather watch it on YouTube, and that's fine, but I just want to say I really appreciate people spending their time with me, because as a creator, the way that I sort of get through and pay my bills really is to create an environment that you want to engage with. So I just really appreciate people choosing to spend their time with me. Hopefully you guys like this new layout, and thank you all so much for watching the VOD channel. I know that I don't talk to my VOD girlies a lot. You guys are just kind of watching the stream clips, but I do want to open this by saying thank you. I watch it twice, girl, get that back. I mean, it's not like I'm not getting thousands of bucks from it, but I was looking at the analytics just because I was curious, and I was like, oh, that's nothing to turn my nose at. So thank you guys so much for that. Anyway, let's play this game. No, you're getting thousands from promoting TikTok shop, girl. Don't get me started. Me and TikTok, I have an issue with TikTok right now. I'm in a toxic relationship with TikTok right now. Make it hail. Happy Lacer from Crazy. Did that release today? No way. Did that release today? Because I want to watch that. Girl, I deleted TikTok. I can't. It's not out yet. When that's out, I'm gonna be obsessed. Anyway, sorry. Let's play Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. So, we gotta find Coco. We have still some hours before it's done. Okay. Let me just check what we've got here, and then we will go. Right, I should store some things that I don't want to lose. Store these. I don't know if Gigi's in here, but Gigi told me that I need to store those, and they're right. Store. Let's also store the things that I'm not using on the Pokemon that aren't in this team right now. PK Love! I'm still catching up with the VODs, but good luck. Okay, PK Love, thank you for 3 months. Thank you so much for stopping by. I don't know if you're gonna go watch the VODs, but hi! Thank you! Okay, do I have any max elixirs? Because, girl, I was really struggling in there about the max elixir moment. The max elixir ordeal. Okay, I got one. Let's go. I am ready, but I'm going to go ahead and use my Pink Mio DS to create a little save state. Thank you. This setup really helps the blind girlies like me see the game. Right, so Undyne, just explanation as to what was happening. I was using the Girlypop lock overlay layout, which worked for it, but it still had some issues. But over time, I feel like the girls who've been watching since the beginning know that I will just, when I get the inspiration, when it finally clicks in my head, I'll do it. But I feel like this is a little bit better for a DS. I don't know how I feel, whatever, it's better because now you can see everything, you know? Still a little bit of aesthetic. I like to have a little bit of an aesthetic. A little blue in my hair for the Teen Vogue party, you know? Hi, Osav. For the Teen Vogue party. That's gotta be... Selena, speaking of Selena, because we were talking about her yesterday, that is so funny to me. Because she was really out here promoting in Hollywood, girl. That's why she's so oh, I'm so over it now. Because she was really out there at the Teen Vogue party with a little blue in her hair. For the Teen Vogue party. This would work for GPL too, no? I think so, Rye. I think it will work for GPL. As a blind person, I'm so dot reading this layout. You're dot reading it? Oh, you mean like Braille? It's he in Vogue party. Dude, I'm gonna be real. The recent Cassie and Trixie podcast, they had a good time, and it's always a good podcast. But I could tell that they were like kind of nervous to talk to each other, which is fine. I mean, like, not the Boreworms one. You never saw it? Oh, I think it had like Scarlet Envy. They were fine, but like as the conversation went on, they said that they were like, we've never met each other before, and I was like, oh, I get it now. Because Katya gets on really well with girls that she meets, but like, she had never met, who was it, Scarlet Envy? You don't like her that much, don't she? Yeah, she's fine. She's quite crass and sarcastic, but sometimes I can't tell if she's joking or just being bitter. But whatever. I don't know her. She's a little reserved. Yeah, she is very reserved, which is fine. Like, I kind of liked it for that because I'm kind of the same way. Like, I have to like remind myself to like, I'm on camera. I'm on camera. Just to keep the energy up, you know? I'm not saying that Scarlet doesn't have energy. I'm just saying that her personality is quite reserved, and I could read that as a reserved person. She has more of a low-key vibe, which I think Kachi was trying to match. They kind of didn't have much to talk about. Yeah, that's kind of what it was, Rose. They didn't really have much to talk about. The conversation, I still finished the episode, but it was just very different. Kati's normally been inviting people on who she either knows or, like, has seen before. But Katya, like, quite literally, like, doesn't watch Drag Race anymore, which is so real. I mean, she did it, like, how many years ago? Hi, Ado! Welcome back! I'm glad you're playing PMD first because I need to speedrun the Natlan server for watching you play it. Good luck! I'm about 3 hours into it. I think I'm about to finish Act 1. When you drop in the natal chart? I dropped it a minute ago. I have I don't want to be, I say this all the time, girls. I have a Capricorn stellium. I can't remember, I have like 4 or 5 Capricorn placements, so. And then I think I have a Taurus moon, so that's even more Earth. I'm literally an Earthbender, so. And an Aries rising, so imagine that. I'm like a big forest on fire. I'm fine. I really am fine. Hi, damsel. Currently clothes shopping, but had to say hi. I'll be back after securing gorgeous, gorgeous gowns. Oh my goodness. Yes. Have fun, damsel. Scarlet was quite. That's kind of true. The pacing was a little bit of a U-turn on Dime. Aries rising is crazy. Yes, it is. It is. When I was 11, nothing prepared me for being told the fact that Aquarius is not a water sign, which I was basing my entire personality on. It's not? Oh. Alaska and Katya would be really good. And I kind of want Willem on too. They do the mom productions, so. I also want Willem on Very Delta. I'm not even being funny. Very Delta is a podcast that's beyond the Drag Race moment. Like, it's, yes, like we get into Delta because of Drag Race, but her podcast stands alone as a piece of digital media. Like, her podcast is a show. Like, it's, yeah, I love Very Delta. Like, I get, when the last episode dropped, when the intro was playing, I was like giddy. I felt like I was like sitting, like a kid sitting down and watching my favorite Saturday morning television. Like, I was so excited. Like, I love Very Delta. Very Delta is an amazing show. Edeline, hello, Fawn. Hello, everyone. Hi, welcome to the chat, Eddie. The Diet Coke Charles was really funny. I was immediately like, what could I do? I have to ask my boyfriend what I could do and have him set up something for me to try. I feel, ooh, I could do spicy ramen. I could do spicy ramen. If you put the packs in front of me and like have me try each of the spicy ramens, because I've been eating spicy ramen since I was like 8 years old. I could do it. I could do it. I could tell you which one it is. Bulldog would be easy, but like Nangshim, and then there's like the weird ones that you get on sale sometimes at the international market that's like a little bit off-brand, but they still kind of get you there if you want to like be a little bit more budget. I know them all. Meal Milk Test. Girl, I'd be burping. By the end of the video, I'd be burping. Shin Black is so iconic. Doom. Shin Black walks so Bulldog could run. Okay, let's get into the game. Coco, if I had to get through here, I should be at the forest. The Sableye are coming. There's no time to waste. That reminds me. I wonder how those two are doing. Have they eluded the Sableye? Oh, forget it. This isn't the time. I have to give priority to my own mission, no matter what. I vowed to complete it, even if it means making sacrifices. Time to go. You there, stop! Who's there? You invade this place with no warning. Then you disturb my slumber. Then, without apology, you try to leave. Who's there? Who are you? You dare to anger us. We expect you to pay for these insults. Where are you? Quit hiding and reveal yourself. You accuse us of hiding. We do not hide. We are here. We are Spiritomb. There is no mercy for those who transgress against us. This game is so high drama. Like, I can't help but read it in character because, like, this game is so drama. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, the theater in me calls to immerse, you know? So Coco just got snatched up by Spiritomb, and it was kind of iconic that Spiritomb was like, we are Spiritomb, like we are Legion. I mean, it makes sense for what Spiritomb is, but like seeing it personified in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, you know, you've got 108 problems now, fine. I'm an Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Moon. I'm literally fishbowl coated. But somebody just said that Aquarius isn't even a water. When I was a kid, this game had me in a chokehold with all the drama. It's really cool. Like, it's kind of like if somebody's like fan fiction came to life, you know? Aquarius is an air sign. So, who said all of the fishbowl stuff? Hello, Pinky Bee. You're like a cloud, like a floating cloud then. Did you see Delta clip? The Delta clip of her finding her dedication page in Rue's memoir? Yes. She said, wait, where's my book? I want to do it. Ooh, not this drawer getting stuck. See, this is the thing about having a house built in the 20s, is that, like, the wood, like, moves and flows. She says, she said, oh, yes, this is the page dedicated to me. Yes, I'm gonna read that later. Definitely gonna be a light read. I love that everyone throws shade at RuPaul. I know RuPaul is sick. My book, published by author Fawn Wen. Girl, I would definitely write a book. But it would take me like 3 years, knowing how I am. It was really funny. I love her and that was so funny, but I also don't know why she expected a dedicated page. I think she was being sarcastic. I think because she's part of the crowd that like kind of got the Emmy nomination, or the win rather. But like the show has moved on so much that like I honestly think that like the longer you've been off of Drag Race, the more like annoyed you are with it. I do think that it's like a sort of, the best way that I can describe it is like Drag Race now is like being part of the Disney sort of cast, like being part of like the Disney theme park cast. Like you're part of the production, and you see some of the queens going through it, and they have new stories and they have new seasons and things like that. And then some queens did it and didn't come back to it. Not Rue being Mickey and Minnie Mouse. Rue is literally Mickey Mouse of the Drag Race franchise. And like, I know people throw shade at RuPaul all the time, but RuPaul is like one of my inspirations. All things considered about Rue and the things that we know about Rue, I do think, like, honestly, The House of Hidden Meanings was a really great book for a queer like me. I really needed to have those stories just for myself. Not saying that I want to like be exactly like RuPaul, but seeing somebody with femininity and like going through life and the things that Rue went through felt so similar to me and my perspective and stuff. I was like, oh, okay. It was just nice because I never had like a figure growing up that I could relate to. The closest I could relate to were the women in my family, and like there's just some things that they don't know or don't have any advice for, so it was nice. Santino Rice is the dog. Girlypop University, a study in samsara cycles by Twitch Princess Fawn, PhD, MD, LSW, RNA. What's an LSW? I want that. I know about the Emmy and stuff, but I didn't think Rue's memoir extended that far into the timeline. No, it ends right at when Supermodel blows up. I think the theory is because she got a book deal. I think she's working on another one, or is going to release another one that talks about the build up to Drag Race. Because Rue has a whole dark era that I would love to know about, because I think having a dark era is inevitable for all of us, and sometimes we need our queer elders to sort of tell us what happened, because I don't know, especially with social media, we only see everyone's good sides. We only see the good stuff. And I'm not saying that like we need to start like bearing our soul or anything, but it would be a really nice contribution, I think, to hear the dark era. Licensed social worker. Oh girl, y'all don't want me doing social work. Keep me on twitch.tv/fawn, baby. This is where I thrive. Playing Pokemon. Gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all. Did you have a dark era, Mother? Mother Rue did. My dark era, my last one was like early 20s. And it was fun. Like I had a really good time, and I needed it. Like I needed to like just like, the crazy thing is like I'll always be proud of myself because I like left home at 18 and just like figured it out. And I've never really come from money or had a lot of money, but like I just figured it out, and I kind of just let my little Capricorn wings spread. And the crazy thing is the thing I learned about myself in my dark era was that the one thing that you can't take away from me is my literal ability to keep foundation. Like I'm just like an unshakable person in that way. And like I'm not trying to like be like, ooh, I've figured out life or whatever, but like even in my most chaotic moments, I always like have a tangible sense of like my foundation. Like my rent is always paid. I have a roof over my head. I'll find something to eat. Like I'm never gonna go out because I was hungry or didn't have a roof over my head. And that's just something that comes naturally to me. Everything else I have no answers for. It was really healing listening to the memoir, even though I didn't finish it. It was really healing. And I think, like, honestly, I feel like audiobooks do have their place. And Rue taps into, like, more, for lack of better words, antiquated markets. But that's because, like, if you probably heard some of the stories, Rue grew up on, like, the more antiquated forms of media. But you see where Rue does, like, also thrive a lot with digital media. I think that's why she blew up with RuPaul's Drag Race during like that whole era, because of the internet. I do think that like those clips and stuff, not those clips, that audiobook would work really well as a free to access ad revenue sort of podcast. Just the clips. Like she could like divvy that up into like 3 episodes and people would listen. But I'm also not a multimillionaire, so I don't really know the ebb and flow of that. Just got to my office and apparently we're having a retirement party for someone today. No one told me. Happy retirement! Happy retirement! Yeah. Leaving home at 18 sounds so very difficult. I feel privileged that I'm able to stay with my family even until now. I'm not in a position to thrive alone. I don't really think that like... I don't know if this is like a sentiment for anyone who was around my age, like late 20s, almost 30, or in their 30s, like early 30s already. But let me stop this right here. My parents are that Gen X that could literally, it was still possible to fail upwards. And I'm not taking anything away from what, like my mother really did have to build her life up after certain things. And I watched that with a single mother. But there's a lot of Gen X that literally like didn't have to do anything. And I had parents like that and they thought that they could just kick me out at 18 and send me to college and everything would be fine because for them college was like $3,000 a year. My mother genuinely did not know that she was sending her child to $20,000 of debt.
I'm acting.
And that's what I'm saying, like, that's all to say, like, I don't think that moving out at 18 is in any way virtuous. Like, do it if you want to, and if you want that freedom, good for you. But there's, like, really no answer to that. I will never, like, I don't know. I feel a certain way about that because there was a lot of stuff that I went through that I did not have to go through. But it was because, like, people think that you can just, like, send your kid out. Anyway, let's not get into that. I've already unpacked that. That's fine. Well, thank you, Velvet. I'm just kind of here trying to be myself. 3K gives me 1/3 of a semester, lol. I'm not saying I'm 20,000 in debt, but like after like loans and not grant, is it a grant? Yeah, I was able to like whittle it down to a less amount, but like it's expensive. Hey, there's Coco. Ugh, you two. Coco, are you all right? Stay back. Huh? Why? Careful. An enemy lurks nearby. Meowth has been so clueless in this whole arc, man. Like, it's right beside you. We're like 80K in climbing. Well, I mean, you're kind of investing in yourself, you know? I went into it and I realized quickly that it felt like investing in a business, and I was like, well, I kind of want to do art, and art doesn't really make money. All those who trespass upon this land, none shall be forgiven, none. Not least of all, Yoi. Who is that? Who are you? You ask that of us. Our name is Spiritomb. We are the manifestation of a fusion of spirits. 108 of them. Be careful, you two. That Pokemon is strong. Prepare to take your punishment. The spirit of Emelotum has possessed Coco. Okay, now watch. Is it gonna 2-hit me? Girl. You... Okay. How many bucks? Right, like I was like, hello. Hi, Joseph. Thank you for 14 months. I hope your lunch is good. Spiritomb as a concept is kind of horrifying. I live. No, I think Spiritomb is one of the coolest Pokemon ever. They ate with that one. Well, Brawlin, just think of it this way. most of our generation is dealing with this, and it'll come to a head eventually. Just do your best, you know. I know that some people don't like that, but I really just choose to like with those issues, I'm just like, I'm just gonna do my best. Like, I'm still working on my loans too, and God, I wish they weren't there, but what? I mean, we were like 18. Have I considered doing vlogs before? I've actually thought about opening up a new channel that's just kind of I don't know if y'all know Noah Samson's a YouTuber. I kind of like his energy, and he has an off channel, like a side channel called Noah Time, and he just kind of talks about whatever's on his mind. And they're kind of like they're just kind of like short edited videos. He'll like set up a nice shot and just talk. I was like, I could do that. Mio vlogs, pink and green. I'm testing who's behind this. It's Spiritomb. Hi Fig. Hi Ireland. Cosmo and Wanda. Run away. Yeah, cello. I mean, it is what it is. At a certain point, when it comes to like the way American industry is and how it's messed up, a lot of our generations, and I say generations because millennial, Z, and alpha will still have to deal with the consequences after the boomers are gone. And I'm not saying all boomers are bad, but that whole era really created a lot of consequences for us. And for me, it's like, well, is it my fault? No. So I'm just gonna do my best with it. I'm just gonna do my best. You know? Sublink Inc. Hi Fawn, this is my first time chatting. I loved your content since I found you on TikTok. Hope you're having a great day. Hi Sublink, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for coming all this way. I hope you're having a good one too, and welcome to the chat. Are you alright? Yeah, I'll be fine. Can you get up? Somehow. Ugh. That Pokemon. It was cunning. It went up to my nose and took control of my body. So that was a bad Pokemon. No, that's not true. That Spiritomb was probably upset over us trespassing in its space. It was frightening because it became so angry that it lost control of itself. But you saw what happened when the situation turned sour. It fled. It's normally a timid Pokemon. There are many such Pokemon here in the future. They are Pokemon who should be good, but they have become bitter and twisted because MLO has infected them. I see. Good Pokemon going bad because of MLO. That makes sense. Hey, you two. Now will you finally trust me? Somewhat. To be honest, I don't really trust you, but I've told you before, there's no point in continuing together if there's no trust between us. Just because I became a bad egg in Pokemon Emerald Girlypop Lock doesn't mean that I don't slay. It was just a glitch. I was sent here for a reason, Mio. I'm leaving. Wait! I didn't say I didn't think you were slay. To be perfectly honest, we don't know what's what anymore. That's why we want to know as much as we can about MLO. And yeah, I still don't completely trust you, Coco, but what you said does make some sense. It just seems logical that MLO would do such bad things with bad quality products and ingredients. So please, Coco, please tell us what you know about MLO. Tell us about this future of only MLO. And why you came to our world, Coco. So what if everything I say is a pack of lies? It's alright. I won't accept everything you say as truth right away. I'll listen, then decide. Well, fine. Follow me. Miss Thing, weren't you trying to destroy the world? No, Coco was trying to get the time gears, I think, to stop before it got bad. I don't know. Car. What if Coco was never a bad egg and was making an excuse to leave Girly Pop League to save this world? Well, she knows about the future. She knows what can happen in MLO. And this is what we were saying. Okay, so people who don't know, at the beginning of the Girly Pop lock, we named Meowth Meowth, and we were like, wait a minute, is Meowth the first iteration of Meo? Like the primordial Meo? Isn't it interesting that in the past, she went to the future with Coco to learn about the effects of MLO, thus to take it back and set right the course, to correct the course for Meo. Does that make Coco mother tier? This will do. Those Sableye won't be able to spot us here easily. Tell us, Coco, in the future, why did the planet become paralyzed? The cause of the planet's paralysis, that dates back to your time, in the world of the past. The planet's paralysis started with the collapse of the Temporal Tower, which was governed by Dialga. Meowga. Meowga? Who is that? Meowga is the legendary Pokémon that controls time. Meowga ensured the proper flow of time with the Temporal Tower. But when the Temporal Tower collapsed, time gradually got out of control, and eventually the planet fell into paralysis. We won't believe everything you say right away. We'll listen, then decide. My parents when I came out. Well, I'm going to share this again. I say this all the time. When I came out to my mother, she said, I don't care that you're gay. I really don't care. And I honestly, girl, look at me. She knew. She was just waiting for the official statement. She said, I don't care that you're gay. I'm just sad that you're going to have to date men. And the older I get, and the more men that I meet, thankfully I'm in a 10-year relationship now, but the men that I was meeting, mother knows best. Mother knows best. What happened to... I came out to my mom and went, okay, my bath is getting cold. And that was a serve looking back. I think most moms know. Music while having this convo is making me scream. What happened to Dialga? When time went out of whack, Dialga lost control. Now, here in our future, the planet has become fully paralyzed with MLO, and thus Dialga has lost almost all reason and is governed by MLO. Dialga is now beyond recognition. Dialga has become entirely different. Yes, Dialga has been transformed into Primal Dialga, a primordial presence. Wait, is Primal Dialga in Legends? Hold up. Primal Dialga. Oh. Miyokyo Tony? Different Dialga? Okay. It'd have been cool if Legends referenced that. Primal Dialga has no emotion. Dialga seeks only self-preservation. That's why Dialga wants me gone. Because I tried to change history. Because I wanted to stop this planet's paralysis. Because I traveled back to your world from this place. Your future. My bestie's parents were accepting, but first he said he was gay and later realized he was bi, and his parents had never heard of bi before, so they were like, so what is the truth, Ellen? They were understanding eventually, though. This was basically a similar case to Primal Groudon or Kyogre. Oh. My come out was messy. I wrote it on a Christmas card in the middle of June and ran out of the house for school before she woke up. I thought she would hate me, but she was just like, I love you, it's fine. For context, when she was younger, she told me if I was gay, she would disown me. Oh. Yeah, coming out is really difficult. I come from a family that's, like, quite open. Like, there's so much diversity in my family that, like, me being gay is just another part of the diversity of our family, really, and I'm lucky in that, but even for me, like, it was just really hard. It's hard. It's scary. It's something that a lot of, like, straight people don't really get. It's like, it's not even that, like, you want to have to tell people all the time, but, like, society quite literally requires you to, like, come out so often. Like, you have to tell people, hey, I'm an LGBTQ person. Just so you know. It's weird. My mom knew at 18 months old, which felt clocky. My mom knew because I refused to go to church unless I looked like Britney Spears. She would do my hair and I'd say, I want to look like Britney. Coco, you're saying that you came back to our world so you could prevent this planet's paralysis, but that's completely the opposite of what we were told. Coco, you came back to our world to paralyze the planet, didn't you? And Coco, weren't you the one stealing the time gears? You've got to be joking. I was collecting time gears because they were needed for preventing the planet's paralysis. I needed to take them to the Temporal Tower and put them in place. That would have reversed the collapse of the Temporal Tower, which was fully underway in your time. While it's true that removing the time gear from a specific place causes time to stop in that area, that's only temporary. After the time gears are put into the Temporal Tower, time would have been fully restored to normal everywhere. But then what about the things Dusknoir said about you? Like how you said you were a wanted outlaw in the future, how you escaped from the future and then fled to our world. You're saying that's just a bunch of lies? What else could it be? Because Dusknoir really is an agent of MLO. What? Dusknoir was an agent of MLO? That's right. I've said that about Primal Dialga. Will try to thwart any attempt to alter the course of history. That's why, when he learned that I traveled through time, he sent Dusknoir after me. Coco, please, Widowmaker wants her high pony and fierce yellow I'd glare back. Dusknoir, it can't be. It's hard for you to believe, I know. I can't believe you. It's hard to accept, but looking back over what we've been through in this future world, what Coco said is reasonable. It makes perfect sense. And Meowth knows it. Meowth knows deep down that Coco is saying the truth. But knowing that makes it much harder to accept. But where are you going? I'm going to see Dusknoir. What? I want to see Dusknoir. I'm going to find out if what you said was true or not. What's the point of that? You'll only be making it easy for them to get rid of you. You said you don't have a chance against them. Then, what am I supposed to do? What are you supposed to do? Didn't you wonder this earlier? And you decided that you would just decide for yourself. You insisted that because you don't know what to believe, you wouldn't accept words for their face value and you'd think for yourself. Meowth is really going through it. Meowth is like really going through it. Sorry, I was reading chat. Think for yourself, then act. Hi, Kizzy! Coco, what are you gonna do now? I'm going back to the past again to stop the planet's paralysis. To do that, I need to find Celebi. Celebi? That's right. You can come with me or not. It's your choice. You two decide on your own. I'm off. Yeah, Meowth is really, like, Meowth had a very, very small worldview, and, like, the idea of being scammed and, lied to at such a great scale is a lot. Celebar? We have to get back to our world. What Groval said is right. Things are very tough now. That's why we have to be strong. Celemio. We have to get back. Girl, that's what I'm trying to do. Let's go. Do you need to come out if you're bi. I don't really want people to be like, oh, so you're gay, but don't want to admit it fully. My advice for coming out is come out to the people who you want to be seen by, because people have their own like crazy intense personal lives. Like, you don't need to come out to everybody. You can if you want to, if you want everybody to know that you're bi, but bi erasure is real, so just that's gonna come with the territory, babe. I won't ever say that you're not bi, but a lot of people are gonna question you, and it's gonna be very annoying. The stage has been set for the capture of the traitors. When the time comes, it may be necessary for us to beg for your help, Master Dialga. As you wish. By your leave, we shall proceed. Dusknoir. The Dusk Forest. Its name comes from the dark fog that perpetually shrouds it. Deep in this forest, we should find Celebi. Hey Coco, you mentioned the name of 4, but who is Celebi? Celebi is the legendary time travel Pokemon. She has the ability to cross time, but, well, she's a little odd. Anyway, Celebi's ability enabled me to go to the past. So if we find Celebi, does that mean we can get back to our world? Yes, you can go back, but Celebi is the Pokemon that sent me to the past. That means Celebi has lent her support to reshaping her history. Does that mean Celebi's in trouble too? That's right. Primal Dialga is also targeting Celebi. So there's no time to waste. Get ready soon. I think we're actually good to go. I'll still save here though. Yeah, the Seraphims, I came out to like my mother really mostly. I came out to my grandmother on my dad's side, and they all knew too, and then from there she just told everybody, and then I was like, okay, well, I don't have to come out anymore. Everyone else, like if people ask me, I'm like, yeah. Every now and then I've ran into people who've been like, oh my god, you're gay, and then you're like, okay, so now what? You asked. IDK, why I bothered coming out as someone who already gifted me a Pink Friday Roman reloaded CD in the past. If the 3 of us could get back to our world, Coco, will you keep stealing time gears like you did before? Well, yes. Otherwise, the planet's paralysis can't be stopped. Coco, I'm not convinced yet. Meowth, I don't know. Girl, can we just get back home first? I once had a coworker ask me when I said I was gay. He went, I knew it. Yes, I knew it. And I was like, okay, want a cookie? I mean, for me, people who say that, I'm like, duh. Like, I'm somewhere in the LGBTQIA plus spectrum. I'm somewhere there. I don't give straight man. I just don't. I don't. I give something else. So throw a dart and I'm close. If being LGBTQ was like on a dartboard and you just throw it, I'm somewhere at like literally anywhere that you land, I'm somewhere in that space too. Fawn give straight man until I open my mouth. Coco, if I end up thinking you're wrong about stealing the time gears, I'm going to stop you, Coco. Okay, do as you will, but just keep this in mind. What's important now is getting ourselves safely back to our world. So for the time being, focus on getting back home. That's what I'm saying. I like Coco. I feel it. I'm sensing something strange. I just know it. I felt something like this before. It was when... What's this weird sensation? I don't know why I'm feeling this way. This is similar to the sensation I had back then. But Dookie always at the scene of the crime. I figured it out. There's one Pokemon starting with an M in 3 letters. What if Mew was the primordial Mio and Mewtwo was MLO's original sad clone? That's possible. That's actually something I've never even thought about, Undyne. Oh, for real, Shans? That sounds fun. I wanna live in a gay area. I live in a progressive area, but I wanna live in it like a queenie queen area. Not like WeHo. Like a queenie queen area. No. No. Well, yeah. I want to live in a gay area that has gay nerds. I get along best with gay nerds. I get along best with just nerds in general. You want to live on Discord? Nor. You want to live on Discord? Nor. Hello, why are they not attacking? Girl, I've been asking that for like three streams at this point. I used to live in San Fran. The gay people there are so mean. Like, you'd think being vile isn't their full-time job. It's just tough because I don't feel like I need to come out and they'll know when I start dating a guy. But then again, since people assume I'm straight, it's not easy to meet guys, you know? Yeah, that's a real thing. I honestly think, like, the best course of action is to just approach people. I think, like, honestly, right now, if you want to, like, date people more, just from what I see on the internet and the conversations I have, the people who are really winning are the people who approach people. But that's easier said than done. But I totally get that. Like, a lot of... There's, like, this idea that gay looks a certain way. And that's not the case. Like, I honestly think that my femininity is not attributed to me liking men. My femininity is me just being me. And I never had to adjust that because I was already gay. Does that make sense? It's like, well, I'm already gay, so they're already going to say something, so I might as well just be myself. But, like, there are, like, masculine guys out there who don't really get coded as gay, and that's just, like, a whole thing of, like, people's perception of what, you know, sexuality is. It's all lies, really. It's all just lies. Let's eat an apple. Hi, Comet! My boyfriend gets that too. My boyfriend's quite chill, and a lot of people think, I mean, like, I've dated him for 10 years now, so I've definitely, when you live with someone for a certain amount of time, you start picking up their isms. I picked up some of his isms, and he's picked up a lot of my queenie isms. Queen. So maybe he comes off a little bit more gay these days, but... What you said, Queen? Have you guys been noticing that I've been using that audio? I'm really confident IRL turns into flamboyance. Yeah, I had to, like, flamboyance is something that I learned because someone called me that. And I said, what's that? And I looked it up and I said, oh, you mean gay. Jumpluff, you can get Jumpluff in here? It sent me the last video. I like being flamboyant too, it's fun. I'm just a bi girl who comes off very straight, so I'm gonna get my hair dyed silver. There you go! There you go. Are there shinies in this game? I think so. I think so, but it seems like a lot of the stuff opens up at endgame. If endgame is really cool, I might continue playing this after I beat the story. Because I haven't been shiny hunting. I'll definitely start shiny hunting again when, like, a new mainline comes out. Or maybe, like, if I get the itch. But, like, this might be a cool endgame thing to play around with. You just finished 100%ing the geo area now. Whoa. Well, congrats. Cut a slit in your eyebrows and you'll 100% be clocked. And I think that that's so interesting because, like, a lot of people have this conversation in two different ways, where there's people who, like, kind of wish that there was something a little bit more telling about them so they didn't have to, like, always come out. And then there's other people who wish that they didn't have so many tells so they didn't have to come out all the time. And I just think that it comes down to just straight people. If anybody straight is listening, I know not all straight people are, like, doing anything. Like, y'all are just, like, vibing or whatever. But heteronormativity is literally such an intense construct that we, like, every day have to, like, be like, hi, I am the gay one. Like, and when I say gay, I mean, like, LGBTQ, IA+, like... like meeting new people. And the thing is like most like straight people, gay people, bi people, most people don't even ask these days because most people who don't really get into that whole conversation don't care. But there's always like that one person who's like, so are you dating anybody? And it's like, oh my God, what happened to hello? How are you? My name is. And then we go to the whole, so now what? You know? Girl, I wear purple a lot. Take what you will from that. Hey, I've always wondered. No, Brenda, no. To me, no, because my boyfriend, he's very handsome. He's also very sweet and, like, just personable. But, like, he's not, like, super masked, but he's also not, like, super femme. He's just very much... His personality is very... I don't want to say normal, but it's just... Especially next to me. He comes off very chill. And I love when... This is a toxic trait of mine. I love when, like... There was this one girl, it was years ago, so I can talk about this. This was years and years and years ago. He had this neighbor, and she was in a relationship. But, like... She would always, like, drink a few IPAs whenever I visited him. And, like, she would, like, be barefoot, like, running around outside of the townhouse. Be like, oh my God, hey. And then I'd come out and be like, babe, hi. And it was just kind of like me being like, girl, he's not interested. He's not interested. And I love that. I love that because that was the first time ever that I felt like a hot chick. Because normally it's the other way around. Normally it's the other way around. She was barefoot on the concrete. I remember, like, once she, like, came running out of her townhouse and I could hear her feet clapping on the pavement. And I'm, like, not trying to be shady, but I just remember that part. I said, go back to your man, girl. Oh, she was having a good time. She was excited. And he also had another neighbor at that townhouse. He hated that townhouse, by the way. But I kind of I lived going and visiting because it was like really a really crazy ragtag group of people. On the other side, his other neighbor was this like middle-aged woman. And we were hanging out one day and she got me drunk on Hypnotic. She was like 47 and I remember she had like purple hair. She was just living by herself in a townhouse. And she got me drunk on Hypnotic at like 3 in the afternoon. I said, I like her. I like her. That was my favorite neighbor. Now I'm trying... Okay, do I have like a callback orb? I don't. Okay. I'm trying to get to the stairs, man. Oh, okay, Coco.
I tried to change.
Babe, are you sure that wasn't Mama? I didn't even know what hypnotic was at the time because I was like 22, 23. Um, and I was like, what is this? Because hypnotic literally looks like a decorative vase. Like it looks as though it has a liquid in it that you're not supposed to drink because it's like the color of my shirt. Um, you're about to turn 22. You don't know what hypnotic is. That's fine. I still don't really know what it is. I just know it's a pretty blue drink and it's very sweet. And it has a connotation of being like a little bit more trashy, but who cares? It's like pastel blue. It's so kawaii. Like, give me some Maple Story and Hypnotic and I'm good to go. You know, like me, Maple Story and Hypnotic. Like that's so aesthetic. No, that is actually so funny. Like, what if I started doing content that was like the aesthetic gamer girls that they just show their room and then like clacking on a keyboard, but like not really doing anything, just clacking on the keyboard. But like it was like all pastel blue and like it would be like, oh my goodness, my gamer setup. And then like I would just like kind of casually have like an aesthetic glass of Hypnotic in the background. That would be hilarious. Maybe that's just me. I think that that's funny. Me playing Diva with like a glass of Hypnotic. Oh man. You have to add glitter. But I can't really drink like I used to when I was younger. I don't know how older people do it. I don't know how that lady was doing it because one little can of IPA, I'm like, I need to go to bed and I need to call off tomorrow. Zero words from mother. Velvet, you know what's really crazy? There's this one streamer, I don't know her name, but like, you know, one of the YouTube rabbit holes that I get into that gets recommended to me is like people analyzing social media presences that like took a dark turn. I need to stop watching that stuff because then what if that happens to me? But one of these girls, like she was just like streaming, she was building up her stream or whatever, and then like suddenly she was like drinking on one stream just for fun, but like her audience really liked it because she was getting a little bit twisty. And then that was just her regular thing and it turned into a big issue. And she was getting invited to parties and stuff and she was obviously very sick. And I was like, that's dark. That's really dark. There is a guy I have a crush on. He's very girly pop, and I never catch his references. But since I started watching you, I'm starting to pick up on it, and I can talk to him about it. So thanks a lot. Ado, that is so cute. Oh my god, slay. That is so cute, Ado. Yeah, the more you stick around, Ado, the more you're gonna learn. The home of Hypnotic. Old enough to drink, young enough to enjoy it. We know you're grown. You just have to prove it. What is that? Okay, okay. I think we're about to meet Celebi. Is this where Celebi's supposed to be? We can never let that happen to you. We'll start up a rehab site. Oh no, I can't. I'm very particular about how I show up on camera. Even the days where I feel lazy, I still put on a little bit of concealer. If me being inebriated gives me a sense of being out of control, and I just won't go live. If I don't feel like I'm in control, I just won't go live. If Miyaga knows this place, Celebi will have fled from here. If this place isn't known to our pursuers, however, then Celebi should still be here. Oh, the Bulldog Ramen. We might actually have to do rehab for Bulldog Ramen, yeah. I think it's crazy you stream for so long all dolled up. I don't know, it gives me a rush. I just like a little bit of blue in my hair for the Teen Vogue party. It's me, Groval. Reveal yourself if you're here, Celebi. It's me, Coco, I mean. She's not coming out. Did Primal Dialga chase her off? What if she's been captured by Primal Dialga? Captured? Who said that? Yeah, Roses, I mean, like, I still have a little glass every now and then, but, like, when I was younger, girl, I could party. I'm in auntie mode now. I'm in auntie mode now. The moment I start drinking, I just want to get a blanket and watch, like, my dramas. Or then your friend DJs in a city nearby and you get all dolled up. So it's every now and then it's like that. Anyway, that voice, did I imagine it? Me captured. How insulting. Captured? Impossible for sure. Oh, shiny Celebi? It's been too long, my dear Coco. Yes, it's been a while, Celebi. Huh? That tiny thing is Celebi? And now that's downright rude. How inappropriate to poke fun at my petite proportions. I'm sorry. I heard you had the ability to cross time. So I was expecting to see some kind of awesome looking Pokemon. How uncouth. Never judge someone by their appearance. But I forgive you. After all, you must find me cuter and more special than you imagined. I love her! I love her! I love her! Celebi, I need your help again. I know. Seeing you back here, my dear Coco, tells me everything I need to know. You're back because you failed in your mission. Yes? Yeah, it's true. I hope you manage this time. I've had quite enough of this. Living in the dark and dreary world is so depressing. Sorry, no time to chat. The Sableye are tracking us. If we don't leave soon, we'll have brought trouble to you. It's quite fine. There's no need to be worried. Let those Sableye come. They're no concern to me. Besides, if you would be so kind as to prevent the planet's paralysis, we'll finally be spared the agony of this MLO-verse. My dear Coco, I will devote my whole life to achieve that end. The Celebi is a drag queen to me. I love her. Making her a shiny, like, girl, this game is so girly pop. This game is so girly pop. It's ready. It's nearby. The passage of time. Girl, no, because I want to see if I can change my character to a shiny Celebi now. I don't think I can. I don't think there is a shiny Celebi. Oh well, I'm Celebi now. Love it! Shiny Celebi is kizzy colors? It is! Are all three of you taking the passage of time? Yes, that's right. Oh! What's this? Your friend? What? What did I do? No, that can't be. Is something the matter, Celebi? No, it's nothing. Well then, shall we? Off to the passage of time. I just want to say that we are knee deep in the stream. This new layout is working really well. Good call, Vaughn. Thank you, Roses. I think it looks really good. I think it looks really good. It's fun, like, seeing myself show up on the screen. Like, I know it sounds really silly, but it's, like, really fun. I feel like when I look at myself, I feel like I'm, like, in a different bubble world. It's a secret corridor that spans dimensions. For short trips, I can travel through time all by myself. But for big trips that span many generations, I must use the Mio way. Oh, so we go through the Mio way. Yes, you'll be able to return to your time. Oh, I see. There's the entrance that leads up to the plateau. The Mio way is up there. We'll leave as soon as we're ready. Do I get Celebi on my team? No, this kind of eats. I like that shiny Celebi is like a canon character in this timeline. This is so cool. Thank you, Velvet. Thank you, 12. I've been like, honestly, I've always loved Photoshop. It's always been like a thing. Like when I was like 12, I used to get, oh my God, this is kind of embarrassing, but I can tell y'all. I used to get like, I used to get like manga with like hot guys and I would color them in on Photoshop. Like I would do the shadowing and everything. This was back when like this was before like TikTok or even like before like YouTube was even like the videos could load fast. Like we had time, baby. And I would open up Photoshop and I would color them in. So like since I started doing content creation, I've been like using my Photoshop skills to do thumbnails, to do assets, to do layouts and stuff. And I just feel like this layout is like my best yet. It's been almost 20 years in the making, but we're finally getting there. Don't be ashamed. I'm not ashamed. It's just silly. Fun. I aspire to one day look fancy on stream. When I stream, it's me being all relaxed and cozy. I'm impressed and inspired when you have a cute fit. And like, thank you, Josu. I mean, don't be too hard on yourself. Honestly, today I wasn't very confident, but I just kind of just say like, even on the days where I'm not confident, I'm like, well, this is what it is, you know? So that's to say, if you guys also like coloring in hot people in manga, maybe one day you could make mediocre layouts as well. Let's go. It was me studying to become the producer I am today. It was. No, so Rhyhorn, I've been mentioning this in the videos that she's been in, but Rhyhorn gives girly pop to me. Like, that just feels like a girly pop rock type. She just looks like Nidoqueen if she was a rock. Fawn coloring the Goku figure when? I'd have to talk to my boyfriend about that. I'd have to ask him. I'd be like, look, I have this joke that's running, but I also kind of like the figure. And I don't think, no. My boyfriend would be, he would never let me see the end of that if I had a Goku figure. But I do think that that would be a really good video. If anybody has an inkling of wanting to like do a video and like get some views, that Goku figure will give you views. If my boyfriend had a Goku figure, I would burn it. Right, like... Mind you, I stand Luna. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for 3 months, Jamiley. Hi. Anytime I get a Luna stand in here, I try to reference Luna somehow. Now, what kind of figure are we talking about? There's this figure, apparently, I thought that it was like a harmless figure and it just accidentally was that way, but they apparently make figures that are a little bit more... adult, I guess. That's the best way to say it. And they made a Goku and Vegeta one, but it's not like, it's not explicit. It's just them on a couch in like skimpy clothes watching TV. That's literally what it is. But all the girls who saw it on their For You page were like, wait a minute, what is this? Because Goku is like one of the original himbos, and I don't care. Goku's a himbo. You know that one. I like, the joke is though that I didn't know, I normally don't like to mention that kind of stuff in my streams, and I didn't know, and I was like gushing about it, and people were like, girl, you know the makers go a little bit crazier, and I said, ooh. So now the Goku figure is a joke. Yes, Sailor, Sailor, welcome to the chat, by the way. I always get like hate comments from like these hate comments I just don't really care about anymore. But I always get hate comments from like teenage boys. They're like, what's that? Blah, 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 bro, what? You know, because they just don't get girly pop, and that's fine. They never will. Maybe they will. Who knows? But I go to their profiles, and it's always like Dragon Ball Z fan stuff. And I'm like, dude, we could be friends. Like, we could be friends. If you got over the fact that I like wearing eyeshadow, we could be friends because Dragon Ball itself is one of my favorite pieces of media of all time. Like, I love Dragon Ball. Hi, Jab Kish. Welcome to the chat. Yes, Goku does also have a full drag wig. Like, yeah, Bulma is one of the original girly pops. You're absolutely correct on that. There's a lot of good drops here. Or like new drops, I mean. Bulma was one of the original Girlypops. Yes, speaking of that, I don't know who did. I think it might have been Gem. Somebody gifted me the Bulma skin, and I've been wanting to get back into Fortnite and play on my Bulma skin. I love Celebi. I need those Fortnite TikTok lives again. Girl, I was really thriving on that one live. That one live was really fun. I might fire it back up. I might fire it back up. They added Emma Frost in the Fortnite season mode. I could also do like I've been wanting to do like some type of like Overwatch competitive stream. Now, Meowth is hilarious with that scarf. But I don't really know if I want to do Overwatch live. I just kind of like playing Overwatch, but going live with this is a little bit stressful, if I'm being honest. Two-hour mercy boxing with viewer stream. Girl, we would get really good at it. Hi, Jara. Who do you think would win, Goku or Sailor Moon? That is a time-old question. I really don't have the answer for that. I want to say Sailor Moon, but like Goku is like has already gotten God form and has gone past God form. So I don't know. I think Sailor Moon has the ability to keep up, but Sailor Moon hasn't had as much like development. You're saying Sailor Moon because she's cute? Goku or Madoka? I honestly think Goku would still win. Like, I think Goku could still even, like, beat One Punch Man. Like, Sailor Moon has the ability to rewrite the universe, so she could snap him out of existence. Oh. Well, there you go. I do think that they need to, if movies are going to be like this, and it's just going to be, like, giant, fan service, like, high-budget things, they need to do a Sailor Moon versus Dragon Ball movie. Could you imagine if they like put real time and care into developing a Sailor Moon versus Dragon Ball movie? That would be the great unifier. I think that would be an amazing movie. My Batman versus Superman. I remember back in the day, people were arguing about who would win between Raiden, Shogun, and Goku. Well... Who would win, Pikachu or Goku? Pikachu. Pikachu or Raiden Shogun? Honestly, Pikachu versus Raiden Shogun, if we're talking about like the Pikachu versus Raiden Shogun, and if Pikachu could have access to all of its forms, I think that Pikachu would put up a fight, but I think Raiden Shogun would win. I think Pikachu would put up a fight, though. Pikachu resists electric. Oh, you're right. I didn't even think about that. Oh, wow. I would love to see that. See, we need to bring back, like, Dead Fantasy and stuff like that. I know that there's people out there who are talented enough to do it, and the technology is even better. We need to normalize, like, people having, like, Patreons who are really good at animation and getting, like, a model. And just, like, who cares about the copyright? Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Give these people enough money to fight the lawsuits that they need in order for them to give us Sailor Moon versus Dragon Ball, Raiden Shogun versus Pikachu. I want to see, like, who else? I want to see, like, I don't know. I just want to see, like, stuff like that. Rouge the Bat versus Widowmaker. Oh my god, could you imagine that? Rouge the Bat versus Widowmaker? Celebi gagging Nahida, I fear. It's so mysterious to me. Celebi versus Tetris. Yuna versus Robin. I want to see Yuna versus Robin would eat. Yuna versus... I mean, Yuna's already had moments in Dead Fantasy. That's what it's called, right? Yuna versus Kokomi. That would be fun. Yuna versus Kokomi. Alice versus March 7th. That would be fun. Biduki versus Goku. That would be a cool series idea for any of the creators in chat. Just like kind of starting it. I mean, you could make it long form or short form, but like just starting it off like question or the title of it, who would win? That would be fun. I bet there's people out there doing that already. I wouldn't trust myself to do it because I don't know the details. I'm so obsessed with like the aesthetics of things that I don't know like the technicalities like the back of my hand. Sonic versus random hedgehog. Velma versus Paimon. No, because that would actually be a good fight. Like, that would be pretty even because Paimon doesn't have any, like, fighting abilities just like Velma doesn't. Velma's extremely smart, but Paimon also has, like, flight and agility. So, like, ooh, I love that. Goku versus Wobbuffet. Wobbuffet does have that counter. But Goku's really fast. Fawn versus Ham. I would win, babe. I would win. I just got like 3 pounds of ham in the freezer. I popped it in the freezer. I went grocery shopping this morning. Girl, I'm eating ham. I'm eating ham. Ham is cheaper right now. I don't know why. There was like a listeria outbreak. So like every time I see stuff on sale, I'm like, does that have listeria? If I get listeria, y'all, and I can catch it quick enough to get to the emergency room and, like, be okay, I will make a TikTok out of it so I can pay my medical bills. Say, I got listeria. So quirky. Let's not joke about that. Karma's gonna really get me. Karma, I made a joke and I acknowledged that was a bad joke. Please don't give me listeria. Please don't give me listeria. Please don't give me listeria. I'm sorry, Karma. Like, that makes me feel really bad. I, like, had to speak to the universe real quick. Velma would trick Paimon. She would. That's what I'm saying, Greg. Food poisoning era. I did get Domino's. The last time my boyfriend and I had Domino's was when we both got food poisoning. And when I'm sick, I'm like a big baby man. Like, I always hear sometimes women have the sentiment that men are like big giant babies when they're sick because they don't really know what like real like feeling sick is all the time. So we're big babies. I'm a big giant baby when I'm sick, right? So we had Domino's and like I got so sick and I got so sick that I had the most like violent I vomited so violently and so dramatically, and after that I was like, I'm never having Domino's again because they put poison in that. It was like a traumatic experience. Like anytime someone's like, do you want to get pizza, I immediately think about that experience. Alex Kansani versus Jojo Siwa. Whoa. Alex would win. Alex is like a psychic type. Alex would like do weird stuff. Like Dominors. Daphne from the live action Scooby-Doo versus Knuckles the Echidna. Do you guys know Mugen? There is a like a fan-made like sort of fighting simulator that you can download a bunch of pre-made fan-made, like I'm talking literally thousands of different ones, and you can run them as a simulation in a fighting game, and they have everything. When I am sick, I am strong, but I will cry at any small inconvenience. I'm the opposite. Nugent is so camp. Yes, Emerald Rouge. There's this one site that I like to go to sometimes called Salty. I might do that tonight. Salty Bets. You can sign up and you get like a fake currency and you can just like bet on, they just do it hours and hours and hours of characters just fighting each other. And you just bet your fake currency on those characters and watch them fight. Like each fight is like 3 minutes, but it's like, you know, it's really fun. Amy Rose versus Patrick Star. I think Amy would win. I think Patrick's only like major ability is like, he's probably like a tank, but he can use those heals to like gain height and stuff, but Amy's got a giant hammer. I knew someone who wailed and made all the MLP characters OP. Girl, leave it to MLP to do something like that. The new Patrick game looks fun. I honestly think it does look fun. I also do not function when I'm sick, but if my partner and I are sick at the same time, I'm the one that gets the stuff done. When my partner and I have been sick, we kind of share the load, I think. We both, like, when we're really, really sick, like, we just sit in bed, you know? So nothing really needs to happen. We keep everything quite, like, low maintenance, I guess. Like if we had a pet or something, God, we'd have to like fight over who has to take the dog out when we're both sick. Oh, I see it now. There it is. Is that the meal way? That's right. That's the passage of time, the meal way. I went through that to go to the past. Celebi, only you can open the meal way. Do your thing. Sure. Stop there. That will do. What? That voice. It can't be. Hello to you all. It's been a while. Dusknoir! Dusknoir. Your scurrying carried you so far. But sad to say, that's all over now. The Sableye too. That's crafty, Dusknoir. You allowed us to roam free, but you kept your eye on us the whole time, so you could capture Celebi as well as us. What? So you mean we were followed this whole time? Oh? Apologies don't suit your style, my dear Coco. And do you honestly think that I can be caught? What's she gonna do? Everyone, are you ready to fight? We're going to power our way through. We'll push them aside, and then dive through the meal way. Meowth, you don't look ready to fight. Level 3 Pat Rat versus Catherine. Pat Rat might win. Now, Master Dialga. Whoa, it turned pitch black. That's scary! Look up there. That's Coco. What is that? What is that thing?
I made people were scared.
That's
I was
Primal
really scared.
Dialga. What? That's Primal Dialga? What's wrong, Coco? Where's your bravado now? My dear Coco, this is it for us. Primemelo. Endervo, thank you for 3 months. Welcome. Thank you so much for subscribing. 6 months in advance? Girl, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Aren't we gonna fight? It's hopeless. Dusknoir on his own is one thing, but we don't stand a chance against Dialga. You two have kept up so well. I'm sorry to let you down. This is where it ends. It's 30% off. We love a bargain. Hey, thank you. But I surrender, Dusknoir. Oh, well, thank you as well, Comet. 6 months in advance. Y'all, half a year? Y'all want me to keep streaming for for 6 more months? Okay, I'll do that. I guess I missed it. I guess I didn't read it all the way, Comment. This is your life now. Yay! My dear Coco. What's the matter, Coco? It's not like you to give up so easily. Yes, I am giving up, but hope is still alive. Celebi, you remember the last time when I traveled back in time to prevent the planet's paralysis. I wasn't alone. There was another. What? Coco, you didn't come to our world by yourself? That's right. I had a partner. We headed to the past together, but we were going through the passage of the Meal Way. When we were going through the Meal Way, we had trouble. See you about to open a portal and say BRB. Celebi about to open a portal and say BRB. We became separated. My partner should still be back in the world of the past, even if I am eliminated. My partner will see our mission through to the end. My partner will prevent the planet's paralysis. What's so funny? So you claim someone went to the past with you. Incidentally, what's the name of your partner? Go on, say the name. Why ask such a thing? Can't tell me? No, that's not true. My partner's name is Fawn. My best friend. What? 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 Oh my goodness, Adu, thank you for 3 months in advance. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I think you started a hype train. Thank you so much, Ado. Are you kidding me? Coco, you said Fawn? Coco remembers our time in the girly pop lock. Thank you, Ado, and thank you, Breb. You're Fawn? No. It can't be. It isn't. The Fawn I know isn't a Pokemon. This is Gaggy! Wait a minute, this is Gaggy! The Fawn I know is a human. Wait a minute, so this is really the Coco from the Emerald Girly Pop log. Thank you, Comet! Thank you, Comet! My good fellow, Coco, that is unmistakably your friend, Fawn. What? That Pokemon you see was once a human. What? Master Dialga had given me a mission. It was to get rid of you, Coco, and Fawn, because you fled to the past in a bad egg during the Emerald Girly Pop log. I traveled through time to pursue you both. In the past, I gathered intelligence that might help me find you. Velvet, thank you. Thank y'all. I'm looking at the emotes. Thank y'all so much. Okay, sorry. I got distracted by the hype train. Hello there. You're from the guild, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we're Team Meow Explore. We work at the guild. Great to meet you. This really does tie it all together. This really does tie it all together. But at that point, I suspected nothing. Okay, my partner here just happened to see it in a dream. Excuse me? A dream, you say? By dream, you mean... Okay, these are all the things that happened before. Hi, Pookie! Champagne and wine, tequila. I hope that's Sana's part. I've said that multiple times when you showed up. You said you know your name at least, and that name would be... I see. Did I just see the faintest... Did Dusknoir just hide the faintest of smiles? That's why Dusknoir smiled! You have. Always stand twice. Speaking of K-pop, I'm actually really excited for all the girls are girling, all the girls are girling, all the girls are girling, girly girls. So that fawn developed amnesia and was transformed into a Pokémon, which must be the cause of the accident during your time travel. Well, Fawn's memory loss was a lucky stroke for me. After all, your partner failed to recognize who I am. It was quite easy to win over your partner's trust, and it was easy to drag them into the future when the time came. Which left you, Coco, the last part of the job to finish. With the both of you here, everything will end with when we finally dispose of you. That will finally put an end to Coco's glimmer of hope. Everything ends for you. Dusknoir! Have you finally come to terms with your fate? Coco! Fawn! We shall be rid of you for all time. This is the end for you. You can't give up. You say not to give up. But we can't possibly do... What can we possibly do in this bleak situation? I'm confused why Coco never asked our name before this moment. I think Coco was just busy. Rhoda, thank you for 6 months in advance. Y'all, thank you. Y'all don't gotta do all that. Thank you so much, though. Thank you. I really, 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 really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And so what? That's Comet. That's Rhoda. That's Velvet. That's Brawlin. That's Breb. Ender. Ado. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Do a flip. Well, I won't be doing that. There's also probably more than one person named Fawn in this universe. I don't know. Celebi, can your time travel ability transport us a short distance into the Meoway? It won't be easy with Dialga here. Dialga is a temporal Pokemon. It controls time itself. Even if I can make us travel in time, Dialga will have no trouble exposing it. Even a little will do. Please! Attack! Oh, time to travel! Hi, Senora. They've vanished. Master Dialga. No, Dialga has gotten corrupted with the absence of the Temporal Tower. Her powers have gone unleashed, and now she's polluted with MLO toxins. Our time-traveling path has been shattered. We've got to close the passage of time. Dive in now, you can make it. Now, into the Meoway. What about you, Celebi? Don't fret over me. I told you I can't be caught. Stop the planet's paralysis. Change history. Thanks. Thanks, Celebi. You're not getting away. Now what is this? Celebi banner win. It's interesting that you go through like 3 chapters in that sequence. Thank you, Bubble Bean. Thank y'all for the hype train. Thank you. Back on the beach. Isn't this where I met you? It's like that beach. So that means, could it be? No, it is. We're in the past. We're back in our world. Hey, Coco. Look around. We made it home. So we did it. Zen, thank you. Thank y'all so much. Let's see. It was around here. That was where I found Fawn out cold. So that's what happened. That trip through time sent me into the eastern forest. Velvet, I'm actually going to start saving for that Geo character that's coming out because I thought that she was the coolest and she's Geo. I want to collect as many Geos as I can. I don't know her name. Hold on. Will I be received well if I go to the guild? After all, I'm a wanted outlaw in this world. If I went to your guild, won't everyone be shocked? Don't you think they'd try to capture me? Come to think of it, you're right. What to do? Oh, I know. There's a good place, but it will mean cutting through Treasure Town. It shouldn't be a problem if we have, if we lie low and sneak through. Lead the way. Rhoda as a Taurus. Yeah, I mean, I'm a Capricorn. Anything Earth related, I'm like, ooh, that's me. Special episode. Here comes Team Charm. Oh, is this the one that y'all are talking about? We can start that one. We obviously won't finish it today, but we'll start that one. Yeah, let's save and start that one. Okay, so y'all are ready for Team Charm. Purr. This cliff is known as Sharpedo Bluff. Okay, Brawlin, thank you for hanging out. I hope your charger starts working. Thank you. Bye. I think they call it that because the cliff itself is shaped like a Pokemon named Sharpedo. It has been Gaggy Roses. I mean, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon has really surprised me. If I had this as a kid, I would have been obsessed. And I still am really enjoying it. Like, this is a pretty long playthrough, but it works because, for one, it's a Pokemon game, and a lot of our community bonds over Pokemon. But two, it's like, it's pretty good. It's like, I mean, other than the fact that, like, there's no voice acting, which kind of works better for a stream, I think we're getting through it quite well. And for a long-ended playthrough that we've been doing, I think it's pretty nice. I've been liking it. It's been a nice replacement for the other Pokemon stuff, because for a minute, we didn't really have, like, anything to do, so this has been cool. I like to always keep some Pokemon in, so this makes me excited for other Pokemon titles like Poke Park and things like that. Like, I want to get into the side games now. Pokemon Ranger. I need to look in to see if I can actually do that. Manly Freddy, thank you. Thank you for 4 months. Thank you so much. This is a hollow chamber in the face of the cliff. I actually kind of like it here. This is nice. I'm glad no one's wrecked this place. The personality quiz at the beginning, it had me the second I played it for the first time. It's so girly pop, a personality quiz at the beginning of the game for your role-playing experience in Pokemon. Get into it. Like, I had one of the Pokemon Dungeon games when I was a kid, and I begged my parents to buy it for me at the flea market. I couldn't afford the other games. Yeah, Conquest is like Fire Emblem, and there's a lot of really cool trainers in it. Coco, can you tell us more about that? We were jointly investigating this planet's paralysis. We relied on that special ability to investigate the planet's paralysis. It played a vital part. By special ability, you mean the dimensional scream. Exactly. But the dimensional scream has a drawback. The dimensional scream requires the presence of a trusted Pokemon partner. Without that partner, the ability cannot be triggered. A trusted partner? That's why we work together. The dimensional scream is set off by triggers tied to places where the time gears are hidden. We needed to find out where the time gears were in the past. We needed the dimensional scream to accomplish that. Wait, hold on a second. You said the dimensional scream needs a trusted partner nearby. Meow, stop making this about you. The dimensional scream was going off long after we met. Your points? Doesn't that show you how much you two trusted each other from the start? Like, right, like, obviously I can use it because I trust you, Meowth. But we all have to sit here and be like, Meowth, I trust you, Meowth. Girl. When's Hey You Pikachu? The next spin-off game that we're playing is going to be Pokemon. Honestly, I was thinking of doing a girly pop block of the fusion games, but I don't want to veer off of mainline like official games just yet. But I think that would be cool. I think that would right. That would be cool, right? Okay, sorry. The egg lock is also a really good one too. In addition, Fawn developed amnesia. Upon meeting you, Meowth, your partner had someone to turn to. Perhaps Fawn grew trust to you very quickly because of that. Oh, there's one other thing that I don't understand. Does the dimensional scream go off in relation to only time gears? Right. The opposite is also true. The dimensional scream is not triggered in places that aren't connected to time gears. Really? I don't remember it that way. Do you remember that time it went off near Drowsy? And during our first exploration? And there were other times too. We went to places that seemed to have nothing to do with time gears. But even in places like that, the dimensional scream went off, right? Are you sure? But that never happened in the future. The dimensional scream was never triggered by places that had no tie to time gears whatsoever. I mean, I still have Scarlet and Violet. I played a lot of it though, but I've been playing it since it came out. So like, I've stopped playing it basically since around the girly pop lock. Um, but I was playing it so much that I had ran out of things I wanted to shiny hunt. Well, if it's true, I don't know why it would work differently here. It is like storming outside. I kind of like it, but if you guys hear any thunder, it's because of that. Perhaps the nature of the dimensional scream is altered in the past. So in the future, the dimensional scream doesn't work in places that have no connection to time gears. Oh, that explains it. Maybe that's why that time when we were in the future. You just now got a notification. I love that they take us back to the sequence that happened like an hour ago in the game. Maybe Grovile is right about the future. Okay, yes. Anyway, like I was saying, we were investigating the planet's paralysis. We used the dimensional scream ability to identify the locations of the time gears in your world while we are in the future. Every time Meowth talks, I hear what she says in the Team Rocket Meowth's voice. Meowth, that's right. I can't do Meowth's voice. It's like New Yorker, but also whiny. After identifying the locations where the time gears would be in the past, we took the passage of time. That brought us from our world in your future to this world. However, what's going on? By the way, if my stream just cuts out, it's because a tree fell. I'm always scared that when it's storming, a tree is gonna fall and like cut out my power, because that's happened before. So we encountered turbulence while we were traveling through time. For some reason, Fawn got amnesia. I can only guess that it had something to do with our accident while traveling in time. I came from the future, and not just that, I came with the mission of preventing the planet's paralysis. I don't know, it seems so outlandish. It doesn't feel real somehow. You may not remember any of this, but you were my closest friend. I worried about you when we were separated. I'm glad to see you're safe. Your appearance may have changed, and though you've lost your memory, you're still you. And none of this alters the fact that you remain my friend. I'm glad to see you again. Now we have to decide on our course of action. Like I've told you before, I'm going to collect the time gears again. What are you going to do? Is your roof okay? Mother is streaming next to the birds. No, my roof is fine. We have a lot of trees in our neighborhood and they like fall on... Some people don't cut down their trees when they need to, like they're old dead trees, and they fall during bad weather. This storm isn't bad, but I always just say that because if power goes out, then I won't be able to come back. I'm excited, Undyne. We're going to get to it soon. We'll go with you, Coco. Taking a time gear will cause trouble for Pokemon that live in that area, but we have to stop this planet's paralysis. We should rest up tonight, right? Girl, that was a big lore dump. Goodness. At least we know now. I want to start Team Charm's story. We need a little bit of a break to end us off so we can come back to something really girly pop, because I can tell next week is going to be very girly pop with Team Charm. Yeah, Undyne, I feel like I was at the end, but I was getting really hungry and tired, so I had to stop. Hi, Scarafim. Yeah, exactly, Ado. I don't mind a yap, but I like to make sure that the girls listening on the VOD or in the background on the Twitch are still getting the story, but I'm not going to read all of that lore dump. What's the matter? Can't sleep? Yeah, just thinking. Thinking about Dusknoir. No, not that. Sure, finding out that we were being duped really hurt, but hearing what you had to say earlier, Grovile, it made me realize that what Dusknoir said in the future was really true. It made me understand that Fawn really did come from the future. I was just thinking about things like that and how I could possibly open some sort of business to give some people something reliable in such a turbulent time where time itself is not even stable. Maybe there's just some form of simple consumerism that I could incorporate into this town to give people some type of respite. Hey, look, Coco. Sunlight. Sunlight. It's sunrise. The sun is up above me. Hi, Mootly. Welcome to the chat. It's pretty, isn't it? Yes. Maybe it's because we were in the future for so long, but I didn't think that a sunrise could ever feel so renewing. The sun rises, then it sets. We take time for granted, and that's only natural. That's what made me cry. Wait, no, because time does go by so fast. Okay, but things we take for granted, they're really the most essential things, and they're precious. All I'd never known is the future's world of darkness. Upon coming to this world and seeing the sun for the first time, it was staggering. Seeing it, it strengthened my resolve to turn history away from a future of MLO. There is one thing I wanted to ask you, Meowth. It's about that time in the future, when we were confronted by Dialga. Frankly, we were in a no-win situation. There was no hope. We shall be rid of you for all time. This is the end for you. Alright, and this is where Meowth's like, but wait, we can't just give up. Even though the whole time we were dragging you along, trying to get you to do something, now suddenly at the very end you do something, Meowth. Girl. But when all seemed lost, you refused to give up. Even if I had given up, what compelled you? How did you manage to stay so strong? Well, I wonder too. I really don't know. But maybe it was because Fawn stood beside me. Take a look at this. But wait, Rue, I have another lipstick. This is the Meowth we want to see. Right, this is Meowth's growing period. What could it be? There's an odd pattern inscribed on it. I've never seen anything like it. The pattern is new to me. This is my relic fragment. It's my personal treasure. It's my dream to one day solve the mystery of this fragment. But I was such a coward. I couldn't even work up the courage to see if I could apprentice at the guild. It was then that I met Fawn. I forgot that we fought Groudon. Girl, we've been through it! Wow, we've really been through it. It gave me courage. I felt like I could conquer any challenge. That's how I came to think over time. Maybe that's why I was able to keep going without giving up. Alright, I think I understand what you're saying. This is why she's Meowth. Yes, Meowth. Rhymes with growth. This is Meowth's growth avatar. Like, we wonder why Meowth is so like put together and like such a paragon of grace. It's because of this experience. First, we have to decide which time gear we should get. This makes me sad because it's like Grovyle is hearing all these nice things about their best friend who doesn't remember them anymore. Well, I'm sure that they can still become friends again. There's got to be a reason why they were friends in the first place, you know? Tree Shroud Forest. That was where I got my first time gear last time. If we have to fight someone over a time gear, that would attract attention. Tree Shroud Forest. Okay, we're going to Tree Shroud Forest. They really railroad you at this point. Girl, let me get to the menu. I want to do the special episode. The atmosphere somehow feels different than last time. No, I must be imagining it. We'll go in when you're ready. I'm not ready. They want you to feel the tension. Well, they can't tell me that Team Charm is available. I do want to just start Team Charm. We're going to end on like the intro. Like, I just want to get into it. Because this is how we'll start next week, is finishing Team Charm. I'm not asking a bit early, but do you think you'll do a mother off? I'm getting all the mothers from all the types together to see. Oh, yes, Velvet. We're doing a mother off at the end. Yes, for sure. For sure. On the eastern horizon, in a small expanse of ruins.
This is the deepest part of the dungeon, I think. Oh, hey, there's a treasure chest up there. Don't tell me. Don't tell me this is a treasure everyone's just babbling about. It is. It has to be. This is the treasure of these ruins. I've been working hard as an explorer for a really long time, and finally I found what I've been searching for. An awesome treasure. Ha 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 ha. This totally rocks. I can't wait. Oh darn! The moment I lift this treasure, I'm afraid the ruins will start to crumble. Whew, glad I thought of that. Almost got careless. Anyway, I'll pick up the treasure carefully. Then I'll run as fast as I can out of here before it all crumbles down on me. There's no mistake. This treasure is mine!
Wait a moment.
What was that? That voice?
This treasure's already been claimed by us. We're not handing it over to you.
Who's there? Where are you? Show yourself.
Hee hee hee. Show yourself, you say? All right, we'll show ourselves. Strength. Knowledge. Beauty! Here comes the treasure hunters. Here comes Team Charm.
What's this? Too dark to see.
They took the treasure and ran.
The treasure's gone.
Blast.
I've been tricked.
Them.
It's coming down! Oh no!
Yes! All right. That went well. The treasure of the ruins is ours. That was a pretty easy job, wasn't it? That's one victory after another. That's right. We haven't lost out on a treasure we've aimed for yet. Not even one. Team Charm has a 100% success rate, and we take pride in that. All right, let's go on and go undefeated. We're the treasure hunters, Team Charm. Among the three of us, there's nothing we can't do. Yes! 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 The Treasure Hunters Team Charm are a very famous exploration team. They're not only famous for being master rank and having a great reputation, but also for their splendid ability to find treasure, which is admired by everyone. Pause. I have never played this game before, but I always knew deep down in my chest that Metachan was one of those girls. I knew it. I've always known it. This is so affirming for me. Anyway, but for their splendid ability to find treasure, which is admired by everyone. However, this story takes place a little earlier. It's a story that takes place before Team Charm became famous. Team Charm will always get the treasure they're aiming for. Their next target is... They made this special episode knowing one day in the far future Fawn would stream this. Wait. For me. We've come pretty far. Are we anywhere near our destination yet? Just a little farther, Metachan. According to my research, once we get out of this jungle, our destination is Boulder Quarry. Deep in Boulder Quarry, there's supposed to be a legendary treasure. It's said to be so beautiful that mere words cannot express it. A beautiful treasure. Sounds like something that'll fit us perfectly. Is that so? When I hear that, it makes me so very happy. All right, let's do our best and get through this jungle. Who are you? I'm Blossom. I live in this jungle. If you're talking about the treasure in Bullworm Quarry, you really should give up. What? Oh, why? No, there's something about that Blossom. That treasure's been sought by many exploration groups, but so far nobody's found it. Everyone knows that it's impossible to find, and lately that is, those of us who live here, think that there might not be actually anything there to begin with. So don't you think you should give up as well? Thank you, Blossom. But we're not giving up. Huh? That kind of treasure. Sounds so exactly like the thing we've been looking for. We always find and acquire the treasure we're looking for. After all, we are the alluring treasure hunters. Team Charm! Hey, Lopunny. Once you've prepared, let's head out. To the other side of the jungle. Oh my god. We have to get into Natland, but I am so excited to play this next week. Notice how all the members of the Team Charm represent past Mio, present Mio, and future Mio. Are we saying that Metacham is going to become a future mainstay in a girly pop vlog? That would be kind of iconic. There's a reason all three divas got megas. I love it. Let me talk to them real quick before we stop. On the other side of the jungle is Bullworm Quarry. Let's hurry up and get ready. It seems like nobody's found the treasure yet. When that's the situation, we get more excited. I gotta think about how Metacham sings. Let's find the treasure. Okay, well, if you're set on going, I won't stop you. But don't think that it might be better to... Don't you think it might be better to leave it alone? It's useless to spend time looking for something that's not there. Thanks, Blossom. But making the impossible possible, that's what Team Charm does best. So don't worry. I love this. I love this. Metacham absolutely needs to be an ace. They are giving YRP, Lucy. They are giving YRP. Okay, y'all. I'm sorry to end it here, but I'm also not, because this is actually a great stopping point, because I'm so excited for the next week's stream of doing this. We will do this next Tuesday. Let's say bye to the YouTube, okay? Because I am going to upload these VODs separately. We got to get into Natland. I have to finish Natland. So... The triangle formation is a reference to the fact that Metacham and Gardevoir are both 80 base speed and Lopunny is faster. Wait a minute. Bye, YouTube. Thank you so much. Hope to see you next Tuesday is when I'll post the next one. We'll start with Team Charm.